and Carl Franz riding Deathclaw up here. I always think Deathclaw's really cute from behind because you can see his little paws.
He's not meant to be cute.
No, he's ferocious. He's got claws on the front.
He is ferocious and very menacing.
Yeah. So Carl Franz has got his emblem embroidered on him as well, and on his breastplate. So over to the army then, we've just got more sword infantry on the left. We've got great swords which will move over into the center. These are like the really high tier unit. You know, they're called great for a reason. They're basically the best you can get. They're very, very powerful high tier sword infantry, and I put them in my front line to really hold off the Chaos Warriors invasion of, like, you know, the Chosen and the really high tier infantry that they're going to throw at me. Then we have the Halberdiers.
That's right.
Which is another Empire unit. Basically another high tier Empire unit that's really good against anti-large, so they're perfect for fighting the Giant or the Trolls or any kind of cavalry as well. So here we have the Hellblaster volley gun, which essentially has like 9 barrels on it. It's kind of fires like almost like a minigun. And
It's
then
short range, right?
Very short range. And then we have the opposite to that, which is the Hellstorm rocket battery, which is like very long range, but does a lot of splash damage. So one is very focused and short range, one is very long and splashy, essentially.
These are handgunners?
Yep, these are the handgunners. Then I've got 2 of these at the back, just kind of firing over the artillery as they get close. They're just in range of my front line as well, so they can fire on any large monsters that are in the front lines as well to weaken them.
It's one of my favourites here. It's the Luminarch of Heesh.
Yeah, it looks absolutely gorgeous as well. Got the little dude holding his scroll and his candle, and the other guy holding the ball.
I think, yes, you need someone to hold a candle at the front.
Yeah, well, you know. Well, actually, they have candles on the horses as well. I was going to say, you can't just let anybody take them.
It's very important.
Yeah. So we've got more spearmen then on the flanks, so I've just kind of gone for a nice balanced build here. We've got a Pegasus with a light wizard on top. So we'll get to some of his spells throughout the battle, but we've never seen a light wizard before, I don't think. And they're very, very powerful. They're kind of more used for like buffing and using hexes more than direct damage spells, but we'll get to that. And then my favorite unit, which is the Demigryph Knights out in the woods. They're actually hidden over here. They're very heavy shock cavalry, very good, probably the best shock cavalry you can get, but they're very slow. And they look absolutely brilliant with their shields that are actually like Demigryph shields and stuff. It looks really, really nice.
So do you have a strategy here with this, or are you just kind of going to play reactionary and see what is going to come at you?
So I did play reactionary, basically. And we'll see that they throw some things my way that you just cannot plan for. But what I'm doing here is keeping my artillery back. I am downhill, which is a problem, but even if I deploy at the front, I'm still going to be fighting downhill, and I can't move my artillery anywhere, really. And I didn't want to just bunch up completely on the left side, you know, I wanted to go for like a nice, aesthetically pleasing battle as well. So just for those of you who are going to say, like, you should have been on the left or up the hills, I thought about it, but I thought I could do better from down here. So Joey mentioned it earlier, but it's worth mentioning just one more time. So every unit that you see that we're playing against or with is in the base game, whether you own any DLC or not. This is what your game will be like when you're playing against the Chaos Warriors. However, if you do pre-order or you get the DLC after release, you will get access to play as Chaos Warriors and get some extra additional units and some legendary lords.
That is correct, and we're kind of kick-starting the combat here with, well, a lot of artillery fire.
Yeah, so the rocket battery is firing away, and they're firing their hell cannons at me as they move up their chariots and their giant and keeping their army kind of together as they move around the monolith.
Yeah, but the giant's in no rush. Look at him.
No, he's just chill. He's just casually walking along. I think he just got smacked by one of the volleys. So it looks fantastic. The flame trails coming out of the Chaos Knights.
I love that.
The sounds are amazing as well. The sounds of the hell cannon screaming as it goes by. I believe it's like souls or something trapped in each blast.
Turning souls into crackling bolts of energy.
Yeah, so you can kind of hear them whistling and screaming as they go by.
Nice, is it?
Speaking of not very nice, this wasn't very nice. Arcane has casted a burning head.
And a flamestorm.
And a flamestorm, almost one after the other straight away, which is absolutely tearing up my front line. So I guess he didn't like me tearing up his front line with my artillery, so he just went and did the same to me.